It's my honor to have Amarnath Sankar with us today. Amar, if I can call you that.
Yeah, pleasure.
He's an ambitious and a visionary entrepreneur. He's a founder of Cat Entertainment Private Limited, and he has got an amazing story behind it. And Amar, look forward to hearing a little bit about how you started Cat and why did you call it Cat, and so on. So,
All right. Hi, everyone. Actually, the term CAT stands for Cinema and Technology.
cool.
That is what is CAT all about. Because these are the both vectors or edges which were attracted the team behind CAT, including me and my co-founders. We were very much kind of tech geeks, or the tech man in the gang. Every gang there will be a guy
Correct.
who is having a higher advantage of technology.
Right.
So we were the guys behind the CAT. We were like that. Also, we were very much passionate about, or very much passionate about cinema as well. So from the college days itself, we were having a plan, like we need to do something. Maybe after getting a job and all, maybe after getting kind of settled in life. But it was quite earlier than we expected. When we were in the college days, we thought like, immediately after getting passed out from the college, we may, get into a job and
Sure.
we may work for 5 or 10 years and, kind of settled in life, and later we'll kickstart something. But this desire, burning desire to do something as own made us to, make it quicker, and we immediately did that.
Yeah. Right after college.
Yeah, kind of. I would say there was a gap of 1 year because my co-founder was my junior in my college. So I have to wait for 1 year. Meantime, I was working in a totally different field. I was a cyber security analyst.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So in that field, I was working for a year. So initially, we kickstarted 2 companies together, I would say. One is Cat Entertainments and one is Cat Cyber Labs. So we thought like, we are capable of handling both the companies together, which is the very first mistake for every startup could have.
Right.
We should focus only one business for the first time.
Yes.
And we realized that even back in 2012 itself, the cyber security industry was quite premature for a market like India. I believe it's still premature in India. We need to educate people.
Absolutely.
So we just moved the focus over media, and we did started the chasing the dreams based on Cat Entertainments.
Fantastic. So now, what made you choose entertainment as an area for your entrepreneurship?
Actually, it has given us, we believe that it will give us a kind of freedom. Kind of, we will never feel like we are working, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
So, but later only we realized that it is a journey of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Okay, we were not knowing that we are entrepreneurs. We were just, we were very much passionate about cinema, and we were just, chasing that visual media. Okay, because as I, mentioned earlier time, like the magical craft cinema, people are laughing, fighting, all these emotions are happening in a 2-dimensional screen.
Absolutely.
So for a kid, or in that age itself, it may be stored somewhere in the brain that it's a magical thing.
Yes.
So we were having that journey to chase that magic.
Okay. So it was you had an emotional connect, and you wanted to create that magic, and for a lot of people, and that's one of the reasons that prompted.
Correct. While we are thinking back, we can call it like emotional connect or something. For us, by that time, it was just a drive, an unknown drive.
Yeah. Awesome.
Honestly speaking, it was something undefined, some unknown drive. Something is telling us,
Yes.
just go and get it.
So, awesome. I think I can see the beginnings of a true, entrepreneur. That is the fire in the belly, and you have it.
Later,
before,
some legends in this startup ecosystem named us like we are entrepreneurs. Then only we realized that even I was not knowing the spelling of entrepreneur. Yeah, recently only I just
So
I believe even while I'm typing now, I get mistaken that.
So, with your business, I can see the passionate connection that you have with the fine arts of entertainment now. Uh, but a business typically has to address a pain point, for its customers.
Okay.
Now, so tell me a little bit about what is the pain point that you try to address for your customers and the kind of customers that you have served, um, and the speciality that you bring to the table.
Okay. When we are bisecting the clientele, we can see like we have a group of customers as startup companies as well as corporates. Let me talk about startups first. We believe and we identified that we have amazing technology or enthusiasm within the startups, but they are unable to present their ideas to the world in a language and style the world knows.
Fantastic.
Okay. So we were kind of bringing a quality of production in videos or any kind of motion picture product by which we were helping those startups to speak in the very language and style the other guys, maybe those big daddies in the Silicon Valley might be able to understand.
So
So we were bridging a gap, I would say.
correct, bridging a gap for startups, creating a story for the startups that would really appeal to all the potential investors, potential clients, and potential employees.
Yeah.
No, that's a great. So can you give me some examples of how you went about doing this for a startup?
You mean
If you can share a specific example.
I would say
Take a company
in the
and
last 24 months, we helped almost 5 to 6 startup companies from India. I would say in Indian origin startup companies to successfully run their crowdfunding campaigns, especially both in Kickstarter as well as in Indiegogo, and they raise millions of dollars. Say even we are talking from Kochi, and let's talk about a couple of companies in Kerala.
Yeah.
One is a company called Sector Cube Technologies.
Sector Cube.
They have an amazing product called Mate. It's a smart microwave oven. That oven would teach you how to cook. Even if you don't know a particular dish, you can choose that dish, and it will teach take this ingredient and mix it and cook it and all.
Cool.
And it has a touch screen control, voice control, gesture control. And once the dish is ready, it would send you a message into your mobile that it is ready. So a totally smart microwave oven. It's an example. It's a successful campaign. I think they have raised $300,000 or $400,000.
Fantastic.
Another company is Explorite. It's an Indian origin company, but I believe they are incorporated in Colombia. Okay, it's a device by which we can convert any normal car into a smart car. Okay, it was one of the most successful crowdfunding campaigns ever had by a startup company from India, in Indiegogo, I believe. They have raised about $500,000.
Fantastic.
Okay. Another company is also an Indian origin company. I don't know how far the product was successful. It's a cell phone. The name of that company was Comet Core Incorporation. It's a crazy mobile phone, I would say, by which you can use that mobile in water. Okay, lots of features like emotional sensors and lots of features. Yeah, so we did that complete production in Dubai and all.
Beautiful.
Similarly, we have helped more than 5-6 companies from Indian, having Indian origin as
To get
startups.
a global presence.
Absolutely.
Well, this is a great story. That's a great story. I think my company also might need such services, so we will get in touch with you. My marketing guys are right here.
Please do. Yeah, connect him right away.
So now you talked about cat entertainment and also how that potentially helped you start or create your second business idea, Tasty Spots.
Yeah.
So can you tell me the journey? Because I can see, when we briefly talked about, I can see the connect, but I think everyone would love to hear about, that how you build the connect and how you built the audienceship for Tasty Spots.
Cat Entertainments, as we all know, it's technically it's a service kind of business. And why I was, when we were starting up Cat Entertainments, we were able to get connected to the different startup ecosystem across India. Then only we realized that the necessity or the potential of a product company for I believe that for an exponential growth we require a product.
Yeah,
I would say vertical growth.
absolutely.
So that idea was there in my mind, and I happened to meet one of my friends. His name is Mr. Manav, and he's also having a different service business company. And he only shared his idea about starting up a mobile application as a product, a discovery platform which would help you to navigate the best restaurants nearby. It's more like a curated and qualified listing. Okay, so we had lots of brainstorming sessions on those days, and we identified that there are 3 crucial elements required to kickstart this project. I would say 4 elements.
4, okay.
One is technology. Second thing is marketing or the penetration. Third thing, we need to make it different. So we need to bring the competency of CAT to this product. So we thought of giving high quality video and photographs for every restaurant we feature for free to the customer. Okay. And fourth one is a fund.
Yeah.
Okay. So we use our friends actually for fulfilling all these 4 tipping points. For technology, we bought a company called Say1 Technologies, who are pioneers in Python Django platform. These guys are our friends actually. So Mr. Real Prad is heading that company. We brought Real and team to the project. We brought Manav team to the project. We went into the project. Also, we brought one of our friends who are doing some business there in the Middle East for an initial investment as an investor. So bringing all these 4 points together, we could start the project back in 2013-14. And we were in an urge to develop that project for web application, as a web application as well as mobile application, both Android and iOS. I believe it's been more than 6 to 8 months since it has been launched for Kerala as a test bed. So far we got more than 500,000 downloads.
Fantastic. That's a great achievement. And I think, so you guys were part of the NASSCOM's 10,000 Startup Initiative.
Yeah.
And can you share some insights on how that helped your Tasty Spots or Cat Entertainment?
Actually, in fact, it has helped us. I mean, the association or the connect we had with NASSCOM has helped in both the way, for both the startups. Actually, especially it has. I believe NASSCOM has got a lot of high potential network of people.
Correct.
Okay, and it has leveraged a lot into both these startups, and of course they provide the infrastructure, the connectivity, kind of what a connectivity, consistency, rather than I wonder, I don't think say talking about Kochi, there is no other place in Kochi having a better internet connectivity than NASSCOM for a startup like us could approach, depend on.
Yes, and plus also the other entrepreneurs that are with you,
correct,
probably will give you more ideas and more, it could be a platform for idea exchange, when you have a lot of young people working around.
Absolutely. In the NASSCOM is totally different than other ecosystems actually, because there is a strict curation happening before choosing these guys into.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So NASSCOM is testing if they are very serious or not.
Correct.
So we are having a community within the hub of some serious guys who are truly passionate about their startups and ideas.
Yes.
So it's totally a positive package, getting incubated or be in touch with NASSCOM.
Awesome. So I'm thrilled for your growth. I think We met probably a year and a half ago or
Yeah,
something when
somewhere.
you made the presentation on Taste TV.
Correct.
What does your family think about what you do? And
Okay.
also tell me a little bit about how your personal life relates to what you do.
Okay. Initial days, I believe it would be the same for any startup in India.
Yeah.
I was not getting any kind of support from my family. They were afraid.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Especially I have been trying something which is not known to them. They were normal professionals. They were government employees.
Correct.
Okay. So they invested in me
Correct.
to get a good job.
Yes.
Okay. So I was trying to take a big risk.
Yeah.
That is one thing. Second, I choose a medium called media or cinema. Okay, it's a crazy thing.
Correct.
People think if you take a demography, 99% of the people have wished in one way or the other to get into or attached to film industry.
Correct.
Everybody knows because it's a fascinating world.
Yeah.
So my parents might have thought like, is it just a crazy move of this guy?
Yeah.
Is he going to spoil his future?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably they never, they had such a feeling, but I believe now they are almost convinced.
Yeah.
It was so difficult to convince them.
Correct.
Because their mindset or paradigm has not been set in a day or two.
Yeah.
Years, decades.
Correct.
So I think, nowadays they are quite impressed with me. I think those PR exercises the startups do.
Yes. So you did your own PR with your parents. Here is a video.
I would say the media in Kerala or in India are very much merciful and so kind of them. Yeah. They are featuring in the little steps which we had in the journey, and they were featuring on it. Okay?
Fantastic.
So we know actually it is the actual size, but when the things are getting featured in media, it has got a different feel and impact.
Correct.
I think all those things are also one of the elements which may made them positively influenced.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. That is great.
But we never, use any enforced PR strategies for
for convincing your family.
Correct. So far, not yet.
So, everyone has a bucket list of things that they want to achieve in their lives.
Okay.
A bucket list means, for example, I want to go to the Arctic Circle.
Okay.
Spend a week in.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But I don't know when that will happen. I would like it to be sooner than later.
Okay.
So, in your case, do you have a bucket list, and are there one or two items that you think? What are the top one or two things that you want to achieve? Not necessarily achieve, to do, like visit places or.
The only thing, what I'm trying for many years, I feel like I'm reaching but not yet reached, that to identify the core competency in me as a human being. I took a way of media entrepreneurship, then I tweaked or taken the additional responsibility of a technology entrepreneur. Sometimes I act as an evangelator, startup evangelator, entrepreneurship evangelator and all. I've been trying many things in between, but ultimately, frankly speaking, very honestly speaking, all these things are helping me to identify the core competency within me.
So it is helping you introspect yourself as a person, understand your strengths.
Absolutely.
That you can use and grow yourself.
Absolutely. And I believe once the day when we figure out that point, miracles would happen.
So what do you think will happen once you understand your core competency? I mean, so from my perspective, I'll just tell you, the older we get, right, there is a wisdom that comes with it, right, from the experiential learning that we go through.
Correct.
So we become better aware continuously of our strengths, which is a core competency, and also start understanding the weaknesses. What is it that you don't want to do, right?
Yeah.
So now, but I think for me, it is a continuous journey.
Okay.
So But you said that, for you, once you learn, it is going to be magic. So I just want to understand what your perspective
The
is.
journey would definitely be continuous. Once we reach somewhere and we identify that this is something, the journey never stops there.
Correct.
We would take that point and we would start a new journey.
Correct.
In that journey also we would find more points.
Correct.
So it is an endless journey.
Unending,
actually.
yeah.
Endless journey.
Mm.
But that is something what I truly trying to achieve.
Okay.
Rest of all things are
Correct.
kind of quite materialistic,
Yeah.
and I'm not I don't have any obligation towards those achievements. But I would like to know myself more.
Okay, no, that's great. So now you talked about materialism. So let me ask you this: what if you just won a big lottery, let's say 10 crores?
Okay.
What would you do? Would it change anything?
I would keep it in my account. I will think about it. What should have to be done?
Okay. So there will be no major changes.
Nothing.
Correct.
Because when we were in our earlier days, we lived in Kochi, no support from parents.
This is while you are studying.
No, just after when I reached Kochi.
Started your business.
Business, okay. Those period where we were identifying the things. Me and my partner lived in the worst situations we could ever have in Kochi.
Correct.
Okay, because we may have lived in a much better situation for 21 years, 20 years, and we went
all of a sudden.
we went into the least conditions. Okay, so we believe. Okay, I'm not saying that I understood or realized everything, but we believe that we have seen those points. What more to see?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And we may use some tricks and tips to tackle the people sitting up the other side as tools. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, that is a great story. Nothing like starting from scratch without anything and building something, to where you have brought your business to. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That is awesome. I also felt that, speaking with you and understanding, your thought process, and I'm sure, you are inclined towards, making a difference to people's lives. So are you looking at or are you working on socially impactful projects or anything that you're doing on the side?
Actually, we were not very much planned, and I didn't do anything actually. We were partnering with one of the initiatives had in Kerala called Creative Rebel. Say example, Creative Rebel.
Creative Rebel.
It's a platform formed by some youngsters in Trivandrum, where they, bringing the students from different colleges and all to have some revolutionary ideas for the total social transformation and all. Okay, so we were their media partners. One thing. Another thing is like I believe MIT.
Yes.
I've been doing some entrepreneurial development programs in India.
In Trivandrum?
Even Trivandrum itself. So we were partner of a couple of the projects where they train the local people identifying a problem and finding out a solution, make it as a business. Say they made a soap, toilet soap named Katha.
Katha, beautiful story.
Okay. So these MIT guys, different races, they came to a village called Chirayangir in Trivandrum, and they trained the normal men, people, and maybe after 5 or 6 days, they figured out something and they made a product.
And that is the soap, Katha?
Yes, Katha was one of the products they made. Okay, there were some features about the soap, but I am not remembering that. So we were, CAT was one of their media partner.
Yeah.
Similarly, we were associating with such similar projects, and we were creative partners for the Kerala's largest entrepreneurial initiatives ever had, like Startup Village and all. We were the creative partners, and we were being in that same momentum or in the wave of transformation. And I'm positive we are looking forward. We were always in a mindset to, or in attitude to support any kind of entrepreneurial development programs happening elsewhere in the world. But even yesterday I was in Chennai as a speaker delivering a session on media entrepreneurship on a global summit.
Fantastic.
Okay, so yeah, I travel, I speak, I try to speak, I share my experience, I gain experience from seniors from there, like you. So yeah.
Well, this is awesome. Yeah. Well, congratulations. I mean, what I see in front of me, when I was your age, right? I was not as evolved as you are, right? So it is great to see the youngsters coming up.
Maybe the difference of generations,
the maturity and the priorities, right? When I see, when I was growing up, the priority was finding a job, buying a house, getting a car, or whatever. But now the priorities have shifted to experiences, and you are living proof. So congratulations. I mean, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are congratulating me many times here.
So now we talked about, I just want to conclude the discussion with a funny thought or funny experience from you. Like, people expected you to do something, or, a funny situation that you've been in for example, the previous person I spoke with.
Okay.
Right? Her funny experience was that being a woman entrepreneur, when she went to make a deal with someone, the person thought that there was a boss for her. Can you talk to your boss and get back to me?
Okay.
Without realizing that she herself is the boss.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So situations like that when you get into
Okay. I don't know whether it's funny.
Yeah.
In the beginning period, I was delivering an experience in a crowd. Yeah. Okay. A crowd of quite educated people. Okay. I was knowing nothing about business. Now itself, I don't know anything about business, but I'm running it. I don't know how it runs, but okay. I don't have any background. I never studied business. No hereditary, nothing. So I was telling that person about a particular project. Okay. Frankly speaking, we made a television commercial for a client to make them make us their creative partner without their permission. Okay. You got a situation.
Yeah, I got a situation.
Because we were seeking for a breakthrough. Okay.
Yes. So this is actually a creative way of approaching them to hire you.
Yeah. We just believed so. It's all about thoughts of time. Today we may choose a different way, but in that day, in those years, we made an ad film for that client without their consent, without their permission, and we presented that idea, and they loved the project, and they granted us the permission to become their creative partner.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were not having any single paisa in our pocket for making the movie. So what we have done is we hired, the cameras and all. We were seeking help from our friends to get some, equipment and all. And the product was all about, in those days, all about say 2 or 3 lakhs rupees product. I was telling the crowd that we did that in 30,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees. So one person from the crowd asked me, was it break even? I was not knowing the meaning of break even.
Yeah.
So break even.
Yeah. What is that?
What is that? I mean, but today, fortunately, I might have that courage to ask him. Yeah. I didn't get you. What does it mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But that day, I was pretending to, and I was blabbering something. Okay.
No, that I understand. I think.
But ultimately, we were all coming from, and I studied in a Malayalam medium school for 12 years. Yeah. Okay, and maybe
Your English is pretty good, by the way. So
maybe the experiences might have taught me. So so maybe many reasons might have been there, but I was not knowing the meaning of break even. Yeah. So also, I have a new fun in a similar pattern. I will discuss after the interview with you.
Okay. No, that is great. My pleasure. Thank you. Wish you all the best.